News Now begins with a breaking news alert.
Good evening, I'm Cordell Wright. We begin with breaking news tonight. An investigation is underway following a suspected shooting in Sioux Falls. The shooting is believed to have happened in the area of Dunham Park in the western part of the city in the afternoon hours. Our photographer on scene says that police put up blockades closing down the park. We spoke with the witness that wished not to appear on camera. They said that they had overheard a conversation that included, "Where's the money?" and "get in the car," as well as several gunshots. The Sioux Falls Police Department issued a release that says officers were dispatched just before 4:30 and that one person was found dead and that others had also been injured. At this time, they did not provide any further details. More information is expected to come to light tomorrow at police briefing. Meantime, the Avera Hospital on Cliff Avenue went into lockdown this evening. We've received reports from inside the hospital that the lockdown began around 5 p.m. Also, that a non-emergency vehicle pulled into the emergency driveway and several gunshot victims got out. Those inside were told over the loudspeaker that no one would be allowed in or out. Officers could be seen outside of the emergency unit along with several residents who said that their family members were inside. Those details have not yet been confirmed by the police department, and we are also awaiting a press release from Avera. Taking a live look now back at Dunham Park, and it does appear as though officers are still on scene at this hour. A perimeter has been set up. That park still remains closed as we see officers moving around with their lights still on at this time. Stay with Dakota News Now for the very latest on this investigation.